Hey guys, KXF here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be checking out the Monoprice Dark Matter Supernova RGB gaming headset. And with that out of the way, let this review commence. Starting off with design, the Supernova has an aluminum frame and its ear cups are made out of a matte plastic material. It features a headband padded with lots of foam, as well as two rather shallow ear cushions, all covered with vegan leather. The mic is bendable and detachable, so you don't have to plug it in if you don't need to use it. There's even a little rubber cover for the mic jack, which can be pried open and closed quite easily. In terms of size, it's not too big at all, which is a good thing, and even though it doesn't feature 90-degree rotating ear cups, they're small enough to rest around your neck without blocking any head movement. Also on the ear cups is a plentiful amount of RGB lighting. There are two strips that go around the perimeter with Monoprice's Dark Matter logo in the center on each side. The cable is nice and braided and measures in at about 6.5 feet or 2 meters, but it's a bit on the thicker side. There is an onboard controller which has buttons on the front allowing you to mute or unmute the mic, change the preset EQ settings, which includes music mode, video mode, audio mode, and gaming mode, change up the RGB lighting effects, as well as toggle the virtual 7.1 surround sound. On one side there's a dial for adjusting volume, and on the other there's a button that allows you to toggle noise cancelling for the microphone. On the back side of this controller there's a clip that allows you to attach it to say your shirt so it doesn't get in the way while in use. And like stated earlier, there's RGB lighting on this headset, so I'll go ahead and cycle through all the effects. Moving over to technical aspects, the Supernova has 53mm neodymium drivers, however they're a bit lacking in bass from my experience. Though it's good enough and you don't really want to change it up because of the software, which I'll talk about later on in this video. The headset has an impedance of 64 ohms, a frequency of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, a mic sensitivity of -42 decibels, an omnidirectional microphone pattern, as well as a mic frequency response of 100 Hz to 10 kHz. Now, in terms of comfort, I would say that it's okay. The top padding is great and all, but the ear cushions are a bit on the shallower side. While I was using it, my ears were touching the, walls of the drivers. I don't know the correct term for it, which got a bit uncomfortable after long periods of use. There are 7 levels of adjustment on the yoke of the Supernova, so it'll fit any head regardless of the shape or size. And now I'll do a mic test for this headset. So now I'm talking to the mic of the Monoprice Dark Matter Supernova RGB gaming headset. As you can hear, it's not too quiet or too loud either, and it's quite tinny, distressed, and muffled. But given that this is in fact a headset mic, I'm not too surprised by that, as most mics like this don't sound that good either. Definitely wouldn't recommend for doing voiceovers though. Get an external mic for that. But yeah, there is nothing else I really have to say about this other than that it's just another typical headset mic. So this headset does have software, and I did try to use it, but keyword being try, I gave up. It's basically unusable. While I was adjusting the EQ, it got super laggy and it crashed on me a few times, and in addition to that, there also began to be connectivity issues. Another thing I encountered was that whenever I would reopen the software after closing it, it sets my volume to 49%. And so I'll be listening to some music and then all of a sudden it just gets super loud. I don't know what causes that, but just be warned that the software is a complete dumpster fire and you should avoid installing it at all costs. For pricing of the Supernova, it comes in at $60. Given its features, I'd say it's a relatively fair price, although maybe a lower one would be more reasonable due to all the gripes I have. Now in terms of availability, you can't buy this off Amazon and can only be purchased off Monoprice's official website, so I'll leave a link in the description. Now for the pros and cons as well as my final verdict. For pros, the RGB lighting looks great, and although you can't really see it, it's still a nice touch. I also appreciate the inclusion of an inline control hub so you can easily adjust volume and toggle the LED effects. The headband has ample padding and isn't fatiguing whatsoever. Sound quality isn't too bad either, a bit lacking in bass but not too much. The mic is detachable, which is nice since if I don't need to use it, then I can simply remove it and store it in a drawer. But that's about it for pros. As for cons, oh boy. Obviously, as I've already stated, the software is absolutely horrific. It gave me a bunch of issues and did nothing but cause trouble. Next up is the fact that the mute button on the control hub doesn't even do anything. Like, it won't even actually mute the mic. What? Another con is the surround sound. For starters, just pressing the surround sound button doesn't do anything. You need to press both the surround sound and the button that enables noise cancellation for the mic in order to turn on and off. Not only that, it's super echoey and sounds terrible. If you're listening to bass heavy music, the trebles are pretty much completely washed out, and the bass is boosted so much to the point where it sounds extremely muddy. Just use the gaming mode EQ without 7.1 virtual surround sound, and it'll be good enough, as the rest of the EQ settings don't sound too good either. Another thing I wanted to point out is that whenever I set my RGB lighting to the rainbow wave mode, there will be this whining sound pulsing in the right ear cup. It's only there on that lighting effect, so if it's on another one or off, I don't hear any whining. Yikes. So to wrap it up in a nutshell, would I recommend the Monoprice Dark Matter Supernova RGB gaming headset? The answer is not really. Yes, sure, it may be visually appealing, but overall, I was extremely disappointed with its performance. When I first saw this headset and noticed its RGB lighting and read through its specs, I really thought that this would be a great product. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. The cons of this headset simply overweigh its pros. Like, we're talking about a mute button that doesn't even work, whining sounds in the ear cups, 7.1 surround sound that's super echoey, and many more. Trust me when I say this, but I really wanted to like this headset. Overall, I had high hopes for this one, but in reality, its performance was rather disappointing. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for my review of the Monoprice Dark Matter Supernova RGB gaming headset. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up to show your support, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at KingXFOfficial, as well as join my Discord server where more giveaways will be happening in the future. I'm KingXF, and I'll see y'all next time.